The most dangerous TikTok chef is back with more poison. Yup, you heard that right. Of course, I'm talking about Chef P, the pink sauce lady. So, if you're not too familiar with her, I'll catch you up real quick. Basically, the pink sauce was a viral sensation on TikTok. It was a mysterious sauce that was pink. It looked like Pepto Bismol. Everybody wanted to try it, and it was made by a young entrepreneur called Chef P. Now, once Chef P started shipping out the sauce, it turned out that there was a serious problem. There was a lot of ingredients in there that needed to be refrigerated, and when customers opened the bottles, it was a toxic sludge. It was poisonous. It could get you extremely sick because there was raw honey in there as well as there was milk, and it could cause botulism, which is a very serious thing. Now, concerned with all of this, one woman confronted her and said, "Look, I tested it with an independent lab and this is poison. You're going to kill people." And instead of being an adult and acting like a reasonable business owner, Chef P confronted the woman, called her out, said she was lying, and they even went on a talk show. Now, any reasonable person that hosts a talk show would say, you know what, if you're putting the life of your customers at risk, you need to stop that, and would have sided with the critic that exposed this whole fraud. Now, that's not what Karamo is. Karamo, for some reason, decided to attack the critic and decide to gaslight her into apologizing to the woman that was making the toxic sludge, Chef P. Here's a short clip.
What you're saying and what you're doing. And that one video that you did for that second, the follow-up video, had ripple effects that you have to acknowledge is there. Because if it was on the other foot, you'd be sitting here upset, crying, mad.
Yup, you are not hallucinating. He's actually blaming the person that exposed the dangerous scam, the dangerous fraud that could have killed people. He's actually blaming her. I can't believe it. Instead of the reckless business owner that is putting their customers' lives in danger. Now, the backlash was so huge because it was so incredibly stupid that he deleted that entire video off his channel. And then people had to re-upload it because the internet is forever Karamo. And even after that, there was still so much backlash that he decided to apologize to the woman that he gaslit. Check this out.
That's why it was important for me to give you an apology right now and tell you sincerely that I'm sorry.
The backlash was so insane, he had to do the apology. There was no other way around it. I still think it sounds fake as fuck, but that's just my opinion. Now, we're done with Karamo, but Chef P's story is far from over. Because even though she had just been exposed as pretty much a scammer, someone that is going to put their customer's life in danger just to make money, she somehow got the opportunity of a lifetime. She got a deal with Dave's Gourmet that would take over the production, buy the rights of the pink sauce from her, and then she would have a bunch of money and she wouldn't be involved in the production of it anymore. They would make it safe and they would bring it into Walmart, which they did. Now, you would think that she would be so happy and that would be the end of it and she would move on to other businesses and so on. But nope. She wasted all the money she got up front, and the rest of the money she was going to get was supposed to be on royalties. But the sauce did not sell well. Sometimes it's in clearance for under $1 or $3 at Walmart. It just didn't sell well. It was a fad. And instead of saving up her money, she was now broke, and she went to the internet to e-beg for a fundraiser. This dumb bitch is so stupid. She got the opportunity of a lifetime and got a huge cash payout for her nonsense poisonous sauce. And yet, here she is blaming Dave's Gourmet, saying that they screwed her over, when if she's not able to understand how to make a safe product, I highly doubt she's able to read a contract. And a lot of the money she was supposed to make was going to be on royalties. But the sauce didn't sell well. Still, there's 100 morons that gave her $25,000 for I don't know what reason. I don't understand how we're in a world where we reinforce bad behavior. we encourage scammers. It just doesn't make any sense to me, but there's 100 idiots out there that gave her 25 grand. Now, of course, that's not her goal of $100,000. And by the way, when she did get the money from Dave's Gourmet, she was talking about how she was buying it on shoes and a bunch of expensive nonsense that is completely irrelevant. And now she's complaining that they have nowhere to go and she's a young mom and all this dumb shit. I have zero sympathy for someone who just decides to waste their golden opportunity like that. Now, you would think that would be the end of it, but unfortunately, she's back. And now she's trying to recreate the monster that was the pink sauce with the blue sauce. Check this out.
All right, y'all. So when I first started pouring, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like so dark. But it tastes good, but I didn't really like how it looked. Now, once I started pouring the one that had the lighter color, and oh my gosh, I was like, oh, this is it, right? But at the time, I was formulating a sauce, so I was like, you know, what's range of variation? Or what if somebody wants their sauce darker, but then the other person wants it lighter?
She is so fucking delusional. It's unreal. She really thinks that people are going to fall for her trick twice, and now they're going to have to buy the blue sauce and get sick again and receive unedible products. She is beyond insane. But the fact is that there's probably some dummies that will buy it just because it's on TikTok. It's like, how the hell do you trust some random woman on TikTok that has no experience with food handling and food safety for something that you would ingest in your body? It's mind-blowing that people bought it in the first place. And here's the thing with the pink sauce. The real reason why it did so good at first, originally, is because everybody wanted to know what it tasted like. She never hinted as to what it tasted like. And when people actually got it, the very few bottles that were edible, it was just like some watered down ranch sauce. Like, there was nothing special about it. And that's why, as a real product at Walmart, it did so terrible and nobody wants to buy that crap. This is going to be the exact same thing. She is going to fail once again. She's basically what we call a wantrepreneur. She wants to be an entrepreneur so bad, but she's not willing to put time into it, and she's not willing to do the research. And that's why even after a golden opportunity, a massive check from Dave's Gourmet, it all went to shit. She cannot manage money. She doesn't know what her priorities are. She could have invested all of this into something else, into maybe an actual professional kitchen to formulate something else that she would own all by herself. But nope, instead she decided to do some e-begging and waste all her monies on shoes. Absolutely despicable. This is actually a pretty good example of what not to do as a business owner. If you're given a golden opportunity, don't imagine that it's going to last forever, that you're going to be rolling in dough for the rest of your life. And put a little bit of money away, so that way if something happens, you have a safety cushion. Anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. The real lesson of the video here is don't buy food from strangers on TikTok. I think it goes without saying, but sometimes it's better to be safe than sorry. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.